Welcome to the podcast here on Pollute Your Soul. We're going to be interviewing Big P out of Baltimore, Maryland. And thank you for coming on the show, man. What's been going on today? You said you're recording music at this studio hotel thing. What's going on?
Yeah, I've just been working on a lot of music recently. Like I said, I'm always working in the studio. I got a lot of unreleased music coming out. You guys, my SoundCloud. I don't know if you follow my SoundCloud.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of music on SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, and yeah, it's all on there.
Yeah.
As far as unreleased music, I have a whole big catalog of music already. I have a lot of unreleased music that is real crazy, different genre. Not I'm basically experimenting with new sounds that no one has ever done in Baltimore. Because in Baltimore, the scene is always like drill rap. Everyone always tries to sound like, not to make offense to anyone, but they always try to sound Baltimore. So I want to break through that ice, because I do different genres. I can make a rap song and then go from rap to alternative rock, and then I can go from indie to rock. I can make any genre you tell me to do, as long as you give me the proper equipment. I can get the job done. And a lot of these artists think that you can just go to the studio, make a song, and then drop it. But I actually get deep into this, because there's frequencies that these artists use that can be demonic, that can be good for you. But a lot of people listen to these mainstream artists not knowing the frequency that they're being fed. So when you guys listen to my music, the frequencies are crazy. You can lock yourself in a dark room and listen to my music silently, and you will feel nothing but peace, prosperity. But yeah, these frequencies are crazy. I would get more deep into it, but you
I
you
know what you
can't say
mean,
too
though.
much.
I mean, your vocals are, I mean, that's what I was going to ask you. Your vocals, like, are very soothing. Like, you got a good, like, delivery with your music, like, which, and like in the way you deliver your vocals, like, how did you find that? How did you kind of figure out like your sound when it came to delivering the lines and vocals?
So I grew up. My parents. I'm Mexican, so I grew up listening to everything. My father, he's a huge classic rock fan. I love Metallica, AC/DC, The Fray. Um, what else? 3 Days Grace, Coldplay, Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I went from him showing me those genres of music, then he would turn on Spanish music, Spanish rock music. Then he would go from that to Tupac, to Biggie. So that helped me, my creativity. I put all that, I was gaining all that, putting all that in my subconscious. And that's why when I go in the studio, and when I'm in the studio, I don't write none of my music. I freestyle. All of my songs are freestyle. And I finish them in one take. I don't write. And if I do, it's only a couple songs that I wrote, but mainly I freestyle, and that's it. A lot of artists aren't capable of doing that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they had to like know the hook and all that shit. Look, like not few people, like they have the organize. I mean, that's like some people do that, but like most of the people, like they can hop on any beat and it sounds good. They freestyle everything. Like the very talented people freestyle everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I get really deep into the frequencies and the megahertz, kilohertz, all that. Um, like I said, I don't want to say too much, but these mainstream artists, I don't want to name anyone, but they are feeding the youth the wrong frequencies, demonic frequencies, um, which isn't cool at all,
It was
because you
just
shouldn't be treating the youth and your fans
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's a because it's like people think like, oh, like what they say can't really impact somebody that much in a negative way, like especially rap music. But like if it's said the wrong way or the song wrong subject to talk about, it can definitely influence a young person to partake in some bad activity. Also, another thing that the demonic shit. I mean, if you look at the news, Young Thug, he's just there. His attorney's trying to suppress a video of one of a YSL members sacrificing a goat on video in the trial. So it's like it's crazy to see though. Like there is a lot of musicians that are like into some fucking fucked up shit. Like they literally, the cops pulled up to arrest a YSL member and they pulled up in the middle of a ritual of them sacrificing a goat. Like what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all this Hollywood stuff, it's all demonic. It's all it's a whole bunch of ritual stuff. I can't speak too much about it, but there is a lot of satanic stuff going on in the music industry.
Humiliation ritual shit too. That's just crazy, yo. Like when people like when you random artists will pop up wearing a dress or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's
Yeah,
crazy too.
exactly.
You know, it's a whole dilemma. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that you're trying to promote more positive frequencies, which is not seen a lot, you know, in the modern age of music.
Yeah,
Everybody's trying to
because
be
I
bad, you
don't
know what I
just
mean?
make I don't just make this music for myself. I do it as well to help everyone else. The youth, all this depression, all this mental health stuff. Yeah, a lot of people don't take it serious, but it really is serious, and we need to start spreading more awareness about that. So I make music to help others because I put all the. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I put. What was I gonna say? I put my blood, sweat, and tears and pain and my life experiences in my music because I know there's kids out there that go through the same shit or worse stuff. So when they listen to my music, they'll feel comfortable, like, oh, I'm not the only one going through this. I can get through this.
Yeah. So like now you're talking about how you want to impact people with your music. What like specific album as a kid had the most impact on you?
What album had the most impact on me as a kid?
Yeah.
I used to listen to a lot of Lil Wayne and Future.
Yeah. Which Lil Wayne mixtape is your favorite or album is your favorite?
What's the one? Shit. It would have to be one of the I can see Lil Wayne, one of my favorite artists as well. If I had to go with it, maybe the Carter. See, I can't even pick honestly. I love all of them. If I had to
Yeah.
go with what's the what's the album when Blunt Blowing and How to Love
Carter
and all
4.
that?
Yeah, How to Love, How to Hate too. People sleep on How to Hate. That's a great song with
Yeah,
T-Pain.
what Carter album was that?
Carter 4.
Yeah, I would listen to that growing up as a kid. So I
T
would
Will.
literally go from listening to Panic at the Disco to literally Lil Wayne to Drake to just different genres. So that's why with my music, I can make any genre of music you tell me to.
Yeah. Panic at the Disco. I didn't even mess with that. I fuck with them. They're nice. What indie rock bands did you mess with as a kid too, or just mess with now?
Oh, like rock bands?
Yeah,
I would listen to Asking Alexandria, Pierce the Veil, Deftones,
yeah.
uh, the Fray, who else? AC/DC, Green Day, Linkin Park. Oh yeah, I love Chester Bennington. Literally everything.
Yeah. So like I want to ask like when you start like writing a song or freestyling a song, like what starts the thought of that song? Is it like the beat or is it just like is it something that just randomly comes in your head? Like how does that work for you?
Yeah, so when I go in the studio, I literally just Because I record myself, I engineer myself, I mix and master everything myself. Everything's all independent. I release everything myself. When I go to the studio, as soon as I hear the beat, I already got the vibe in my head, and then I just start punching in. Sometimes I punch in, sometimes I one take the whole song, but they're all freestyles. Like freestyle is, I love it because I feel like with freestyle, excuse me, um, you get more emotion out of it.
Yeah.
So, but I can write songs. You can go to songs that I've written, like Nobody Knows and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you go to the freestyle songs and they're still even crazier. Like, I got a whole bunch of unreleased music coming out soon. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, like punching in and shit like that can be hard, but like freestyle when you get a successful song like freestyle, it's a good feeling. It's definitely a good feeling when you're able to
Mm-hmm.
finish that up. What do you like look for in beats or production? Like what sparks you like, you know, you that beat is worthy of you being rapped on.
So, what beat you think? Wait, can you say that again?
What's your criteria for like picking beats and shit like that?
So, if I'm making a rock song, I love Kurt Cobain. So I like grungy, screamo type beats. If I'm in that mood, I just go from different. And literally any beat you give me, I can do something with it. It's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in Baltimore, all these rappers, like I said, they try to sound the same. But I'm Mexicans. I literally study music, every genre, every interview. I put my blood, sweat, and tears and my energy into this. I sacrificed everything for this because nothing comes without sacrifice. So, you know, what's real will prosper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Growing up, like when it came to like learning music and like learning how to make music, did you ever have like a mentor figure that helped you figure it out?
No, I did it all by myself.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You're a self-made man. You know what I'm saying? I respect that shit about you. Have you ever done like a performance with your music, or is that something that's coming in the future, or have you already done one?
I'm waiting for someone to book me for performances. But not yet. I haven't done a performance yet. I have the following for it, the fan base for it. I just don't know like how all that stuff works really. Maybe I need to get a manager soon to get booked for shows.
Yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of people in Baltimore that like, mess with you because I got introduced to you through Foji. You know what I mean? So it's like you definitely got people around there that mess with you. So like, who in Baltimore do you like making music with, or are other Baltimore musicians that you do respect in Baltimore?
Oh yeah, I still do respect the Baltimore scene. Like I said, they like how the artists all try to sound the same. I still respect them. I fuck with Band Hunter Izzy, and rest in peace, Lord Scooter. Uh, who Baltimore.
Well, Foji Wreck
I
though.
don't know. I don't know if you're familiar with Soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Another Baltimore rapper I messed. I'm trying to think. Shit. Uh, yeah, I messed with YB a little bit with YBS Scholar, uh, President Davo, Young Moose. But like I said, I'm trying to break that cycle.
Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
gonna break that cycle because a lot of these people they don't know. You guys need to study your laws of the universe. There's laws There's law of attraction, law of abundance, law of a whole bunch of laws. I can go down the list, but excuse me. So basically, you want something so bad, it's gonna happen, but you have to put in the work for it. You
Yeah.
want it so bad, that's all you think about every day. It's gonna come true eventually. There's
Yeah, that's true.
electromagnetic fields in the universe. When you think of something, those vibrations are going to the electromagnetic field and literally manifesting. So when I put a song out in the universe, it's out there in the universe already. And then plus the frequencies ain't nothing to play with. Frequencies can get the money. Like I don't know if you heard about that Travis Scott show when everyone just started dying.
That shit was whack. Yeah, that was definitely some demonic shit. There's a whole
Yeah,
video
so
on how like it's like a reference to some other concert tragedy and the number, the numerology, and the fucking fire that went in the air, or some shit like that. Like the amount of fire beams that went in the. It's crazy, yo. A lot of
yeah,
satanic
so
imagery.
I don't want to speak too much on that because when you say too much truth, that's when they want to cut you off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
um, with that Travis Scott show, his music has demonic frequencies. Did you notice when the kids were dying, he was still kept performing?
he
Like
was like
these
humming and like,
motherfuckers don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They don't
bro.
give a fuck about their fans. That's why I'm here to let the youth know that they're not alone, and there's other people going through worse stuff with them, and you know.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, you got some truth that you're bringing out to the world. Like, what meaningful songs or what are your favorite songs would you perform if when you do a show? You know, when you do a show, what will you perform, and what do you want people to like listen to the most out of your music?
I would definitely perform. I have a song called "Dreams with Satan" freestyle. That song means a lot to me. I have a song called "Frowny Face." They're all alternative rock songs. They're really deep, really. How can I say, soul fulfilling, soul touching. Everyone can relate to this. I would perform. I have a whole bunch for like hype songs. I'll perform "Nut If You Butt." I'll perform. I have a 333 remix. I don't know if you're familiar with Wi-Fi's funeral. Shout out Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a remix of his. I was definitely perform that, and uh, as well, I was just playing a lot of music for all the fallen legends that we lost. Rest in peace. I love I really love X. XXX Tentacion.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he inspired me a lot. You know, a lot of these artists think that they can just copy an artist and they're gonna think they're gonna have longevity in the game, but that's not true because they come out with that one hit wonder sounding like that artist, it blows up, they get the money, but after that you don't hear from them no more. So the thing is, you need to be yourself and find your own sound and build off of that, and you'll have more longevity. You know?
yeah, that's the truth. A lot of people like you don't hear from like just certain people you don't hear from again. Like even people that have like number one charting songs, you know, just won't hear from them again because they only this shit just sounds like somebody else's shit or like it's like a very characterized fucking subgenre thing that's like there's nothing like artistic about it, you know, that it's all just bullshit, you know what I mean? But yeah, what announcements do you have about your music before we wrap this up? Any new songs coming out soon?
Yeah, I got a lot of unreleased music. Unfortunately, when I post it, it's always it gets flagged. It's always some bullshit. But I have a lot of unreleased music. The next single I'm dropping is called Vagabond. I don't know if you've seen it. I've been promoting it on Instagram. This song, it's crazy.
What can we expect from the song?
This song, you can expect just raw energy, pain, uh, just me letting everything out. My blood, sweat, and tears in it. I put my soul into it. Like you'll be able to feel my energy with you there as you're listening to my song.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the show, man. We had a good talk. I'm excited to see what you have in store for music underground industry type shit. You're definitely setting off some positive energy when it comes to this music shit. And once again, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm next to blow, man. So you got that. You're gonna have the first interview, man. I'm gonna blow. I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited to see it, man. That was another episode of Pollute Your Soul. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.